Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Lucia White, and I am the coordinator of new student programs. Thank you all so much for tuning in today to talk with our Office of Career Education. We are so excited to be able to answer any questions you have and to welcome you as a part of our orientation experience. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Marissa.
Hello, everybody. I'm Marissa Deach. I'm the Director of Career Education here at Arcadia. And I'm really excited to chat with you and answer any questions that you might have about how to get started really early in thinking about your career preparation and some of the resources available through Arcadia. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started. Lucia, if you have any connection issues that you can't hear me, if you could just have me pause and let me know.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So to start out, basically the Office of Career Education, we are the place that helps you think about majors, the intersection with careers. We're really the bridge between what you're studying in the classroom, finding internships, applying to graduate school, and then of course launching into a career. So our mission is here, and we are really dedicated to supporting students early and often. So I'm so glad that many of you are on this call live, and hopefully others will be watching it after the fact as well. Because again, we want to make sure that we're helping you to think about these things really way before senior year. Some of the ways that we facilitate your engagement and career development are listed here. The first is individual career counseling. So we are currently working virtually to assist our students and helping them find the right major, see kind of what they can do with a major, again, find those practical experiences like internships, and then hone their professional skills. So we work with students to conduct practice interviews, review resumes, cover letters, all of those professional toolkits and competencies that you'll need.
Marissa, you're still on the main screen.
Oh, I am. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me try it with the mouse.
There you go.
Okay, good. I have two screens up here. So career counseling, that's kind of the first bullet that I went over. Additionally, workshops and events. So every semester we have lots of ways for you to engage with employers, with alumni, with our professional staff. And we try to make these really fun and exciting. We are always trying to get creative and think of ways that we can help bring employers who are excited to share their information back to campus. An example I would give of this is our Healthcare Careers Connection event. This is a really popular event that we have every fall. Usually students who are interested in kind of seeing what they can do with their biology or public health or other sort of health-related majors get exposure to a range of career fields. So this is always like a fun speed networking event where students go around and chat with different employers and alumni about their careers. And virtual, we're offering virtual career fairs, virtual Zooms with employers, lots of great topics you can always find out about. We're also in the classroom quite a bit, so we work with our faculty to develop career content that's specific to your major. And so you'll definitely get to know our team over the next 4 years. We'll be either Zooming in or visiting your class in person to talk with you about these career competencies. If you're interested, we also have a strategic career planning course that is open to students. This meets over 7 weeks. And it's a really popular class with Arcadia students. It's taught by our Associate Director, Cynthia Nichols, and students really engage in a much more robust way in their career and professional development through this course. So again, it is credit bearing. You can get 2 credits for it, and it meets over 7 weeks. So we offer it 4 times a year. It will be offered virtually for the fall. So I would say if you're a first-year student, you probably want to wait to take the class, sort of get some of the Arcadia coursework under your belt. But this would be a great class to consider, I would say spring semester or fall of your sophomore year would be a great time to start thinking about it. So yeah, that's just a really popular method for students to engage in their career and professional development. The other resource that is popular and exciting for me to talk about is our career action plan. And we call this E3. So you can see this: explore, engage, and embark. This action plan is developmentally built to help you think about, from a first year perspective of where do I start? How do I figure out what majors or careers might be a good fit for me, all the way through the embark level, which is where you're really interviewing with employers, attending career events, launching into a career, applying to graduate school, and those types of final culminating experiences. So this is something that is going to be available to you in Canvas starting this fall. And for each level that you complete over 4 years, you actually earn some prizes. So we were talking this morning about maybe we should call it E4, explore, engage, embark, and earn. But really that earn is about earning the professional competencies that employers look for, as well as some fun swag, t-shirts and water bottles. And seniors who complete the program actually receive a professional development certificate and a cord that they can wear at graduation to showcase this accomplishment to their families and friends. So here's an example of a senior who completed E3, Sierra. I got to know Sierra very well over her 4 years. She was a sociology major, and she completed E3 and realized her passion for human resources. And now she works for Citibank in New York City in their human resources area. So again, it does help you to think about how are you taking what you've learned in the classroom and translating that into your future profession, which hopefully is part of the reason that you're attending Arcadia. Here are some images to kind of showcase the employer connections. So that you see the night here with 2 young professionals, students who are attending the annual internship and career fair. This is an event that we have every March. This year we held it virtually, but typically we have it in the gym, and you can see what this looks like, where employers who are looking to recruit students for summer jobs, internships, and post-grad positions really come to campus and engage with students and collect resumes and have great conversations. So this is our largest recruiting event. We have this, again, typically in the gym, and we usually have about 100 to 120 organizations who come and recruit, and then some graduate schools as well. And I would say for a first-year student, it's a great way just to kind of explore and see, what types of organizations are interested in recruiting at Arcadia, and what career paths might be of interest to you as you think about your future. The title of this session was Internships and Strategic Career Planning. So if you remember one thing from this session, hopefully you'll remember that internships really are essential. We've seen employers increasingly look for a bachelor's degree for an entry-level position. And one way to really make sure you're competitive as a candidate is to add an internship or 2 to your resume before you graduate. And so often students do internships over the summer, typically, summer between sophomore and junior year, or junior year and senior year. Many programs at Arcadia also have an internship that's required as part of their coursework. And so students will do part-time internships in either the fall or spring semesters. And the Office of Career Education, we're here to support you in finding internships. So finding a great place that you can try out a career, see what it's like, build your resume, as well as preparing you to be a successful applicant for those internships. And that's where some of those skills of, how do I write a resume? How do I talk about myself in an interview? We can really prep you and work with you to make sure that you feel confident and prepared before you go out into the internship setting. Another unique advantage for Arcadia is that we have international internship placements. So these are facilitated by the Office of Study Away. And if you're thinking about studying abroad, I would highly encourage you to consider finding an internship as part of your study abroad experience. And these are developed for you by Arcadia staff in host countries. So as you're working through your study abroad plan, talk with my colleagues in the Office of Study Away and ask, you know, I'm considering studying abroad in Rome. What type of internship opportunities would be available to me? Again, we love to see students doing internships. About 80% of the last year's graduating class did an internship prior to graduation. Employers love to see study abroad on a resume, so if you can really combine the two, it's really a double advantage for you. And again, these are curated internships developed based on the student's career field of interest in the cities that they will be interning in. So examples I could give you, I've seen students intern in the fashion district in London, work in the Australian Parliament in Sydney, and work in nonprofits in Dublin. So really, really interesting opportunities. And then the last slide I want to showcase before I open it up to Q&A is a new initiative, and this is called the College to Career Scholars. This is an initiative developed for entering students for the fall. It's a 2-year cohort program where basically you'll get everything I just mentioned, but it will be enhanced in that you'll be in a group setting and receive additional career advising and workshops as part of your scholar program. We did have a deadline yesterday for this program. However, we knew today we were doing a session, so we've extended the deadline for another week. If you have an interest in learning more about this program, you can see the URL here on the slide, or just Google Arcadia College to Career Scholars and the page will pop up for you. And it does give you the specifics of what this program will look like. But essentially you'd be part of a cohort of about 20 students who will be selected to, you know, get some enhanced career preparation services over the next 2 years in both an individual setting and a group setting, with hopefully the result of that being you've completed your E3 career action plans, you've gotten to know a group of fellow-minded students who are passionate about career success, and then there is a $500 scholarship for students who complete the 2-year program. So we're really excited about that. Again, we've pushed the deadline back since we knew we were doing the session today, that you just have to complete a very short application online and make sure you fill that out by July 6th. Okay, so I went through hopefully an introduction for you about the support that we offer. Again, we're meeting with students individually over Zoom right now. When we're back on campus, we'll have a blended approach where we'll be able to work with students remotely, and then when it's safe to do so physically, we'll be able to meet with you physically on campus. And then all of our events are virtual right now as well, but typically we also have physical events on campus throughout the year. And then really so many great resources online to help you manage your own career development through our E3 Career Action Plan. And then of course, the Scholars Program that I just mentioned. If you are interested, make sure you check that out online and apply. So that's kind of the end of the formal presentation. If you have questions that you don't think of at the moment, but you want to come back and shoot us an email, our general email address is listed here. It's careerhelp@arcadia.edu, so you can always follow up with a member of my team directly. But I guess at this point, Lucia, I want to just turn it back to you and see if you've had any questions come in, or we can give folks a minute or two.
Awesome. Yeah, I do have 2 questions. I just want to remind everyone that is in the room, if you go into the chat, there's a link to our question collector, I guess I would say it's called. You'll type in that website and then the code, and then we will be able to see the questions and read them off. So one of the first questions we have is, for the E3 plan, would we need to apply for it beforehand, or can we apply for it when we come onto campus? I'm assuming that means when the fall starts.
Yeah, so the E3 Career Action Plan is for all undergrad students, and you actually don't even need to apply for that. I don't know if you guys are in Canvas yet, but you will be shortly. And so we will be launching it through Canvas right at the beginning of the fall semester, and you'll be able to go in, and see kind of visually the 3 levels. I can actually probably even pull that up to give you a visual of what that would look like. But yeah, you can just go in and manage your own career actions yourself. You do not need to apply. The program that has the application is the Career Scholars Program. And so that students will be doing E3 as part of that program, but there will be additional workshops and individual career advising, as well as an internship as part of that, and then the career class as part of that. So that one is the application. And if you just Google Arcadia College 2 Career Scholars, you'll get the link for that, or we can probably even pop it right in the chat.
We definitely can. All right, our second question is, what are some things that students can take part in now before actually becoming a first-year student? Is there anything available to them to take part in with your office?
Oh, that's a great question. So, Lucia, maybe you could help direct me in terms of how students can access the orientation information that we're sharing with them.
For sure.
But yeah, do you mind just kind of like telling them how they get into that through NetLife?
Absolutely. Yeah, so everyone, you should have gotten an email today from orientation@arcadia.edu talking about our nightlife portal. So essentially for orientation, there's going to be these live sessions like we're doing right now with Marissa in the Office of Career Ed. And then you can also go onto this nightlife portal to view things on demand. So through that link that you were sent in your email, you'll be able to access the website, and you'll be able to go into the nightlife on demand section, and the Office of Career Education will actually have their own page that will have all the information that Marissa is talking about currently. And it's super easy. I can actually also drop the link in our chat too, because we have a Arcadia link now. Nightlife NSO. So you can go to that link, and that will bring you to the different offices, but the Office of Career Education actually has a page on there for you to learn more about what the office can currently offer you.
Yeah, and there's some great videos in there. So if you want to take a look at, the strategic career planning course and what that's like. But yeah, I would say most of the tools that you'll need will be through Canvas. And so once you have access to Canvas, you can just go in and do a quick search for the E3 Career Action Plan. And I'll just see if there's any other questions. And while we're fielding questions, I can actually pop that up and give you guys a sneak peek of what that will look like.
Yeah, we currently don't have any other questions right now. Again, you can use the link in the chat. I'll drop it in there one more time with the code if you have any additional questions for Marissa in career education.
Okay, so let me share my screen so that you guys can actually see what this will look like. And Lucia, if you could just let me know if you're able to see Canvas here.
I can.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to go into the settings for a moment just to show you what this looks like from the student view, which is a little bit different than the staff view. So bear with me one second. Okay, so this is what the E3 Career Action Plan will look like on your Canvas site. So essentially, you see the levels here. Level 1 is Explore, and we typically advise students to start that between their first and second year. So yeah, if you are eager to get started with things even before you get to campus, I would say go ahead and check this out once you have access to Canvas. And then the other thing you can think about is applying for the Career Scholars Program. We will be having some group sessions with the scholars even before classes start, just to kind of get to know one another. But in the Career Action Plan, you can see, okay, create my resume. That's like a first step. You'll earn points for each item that you complete. And what's wonderful about this whole thing being on Canvas is we have samples here of materials that'll be helpful for you to complete this action step. So if you're like, okay, I've never done a resume before, I'm not really sure what they mean by a professional resume, you can just go in right here and watch a quick video to learn about building a resume. We have a template that you can download to see what the resume should look like. Oops, got to fix that link. And then this is information about how you can meet with somebody on my team to get your resume reviewed if you want to have like a one-on-one session. We also have quick, what we call express advising hours, where you can just, right now they're virtual, so just email us with your resume and we'll be able to review it and give you feedback electronically. So that's kind of an example of what the career action plan looks like. And then again, within each module, there are typically 5 steps, and then you earn your incentive, which we have t-shirts and water bottles and all kinds of swag that we give away. And then by the end of it, you complete the program and you'll earn your professional development certificate and that cord to wear at graduation. So you guys will get to know Canvas throughout your time at Arcadia. You'll be using it for most of your classes. It's Arcadia's learning management tool, and it's a great way to connect with our resources as well. Any other questions come in?
Nope, just those 2.
Okay. Well, it seems like we've probably hit all of the main points. But again, hopefully all of you who are on this call will consider applying for the College to Career Scholars program. If you have questions that pop up afterward and you're thinking, oh, I was really curious about, internships for art majors or something along those lines, you can always just email careerhelp@arcadia.edu and we'll be glad to answer any questions after this session as well.
Awesome. And then I'm just going to give some quick overall closing remarks, unless you have anything else you need to add, Marissa.
That sounds great, Lucia.
Okay, great. So thank you all so much for attending. So as we mentioned earlier, these live sessions are a part of our overall orientation experience. So today, July 1st, we launched our Nightlife Orientation online portal. Again, as I said earlier, the details have been sent to your email address from orientation@arcadia.edu. Make sure you're checking your student email because that's where a lot of these updates will be coming to. For summer orientation, we'll be including these live sessions like we just did with the Office of Career Education, as well as the on-demand content that is a part of our Nightlife Orientation portal. This is going to help you connect to campus resources and prepare you to arrive in the fall. Specifically for the Nightlife On Demand portal, every time you participate in either a live session like this or you visit a office's page, you can earn a piece of your Nightlife armor. So examples of the on-demand pages you can explore at your own pace are athletics, academic resources and tutoring, Office of Career Education, Study Away, as well as these live sessions hosted by our campus partners, including public safety, dining services, engagement in new student programs, the orientation leaders, as well as the Office of Career Education. So what I would recommend is you all go check out the Nightlife Orientation portal, because since you attended this event today, you can actually get a piece of your armor. And when you collect all of your armor, you will be able to be entered into a $500 gift card to the Templeton campus bookstore, which is really exciting. So this gives you an extra entry. So make sure you go on to the portal and click the live sessions page. And at the top, there'll be a little button that says apply to earn. And you'll just type in the date and the name of the session that you were at, and we will be able to give you credit for that. You need to complete your armor by July 31st, so you have a month. And keep your eyes peeled from an email from orientation for the Nightlife instructions. Again, you should have gotten that already, but we can send it to you if you need it again. And don't hesitate to email us with any questions. You can reach us at orientation@arcadia.edu.
That's awesome. $500. Good job. You guys should absolutely take advantage of that. Books are expensive and they have lots of sweatshirts at the bookstore too. So.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for attending. We really appreciate it. Again, you can reach out to us or Career Education if you have any questions specifically about this session. Thank you.